having the option to choose quarterly filing the return, monthly payment of tax called as QRMP, quarterly return monthly payment. Now I am referring to you quarterly return filing taxpayers. If you refer the quarterly return, there are two group of registered persons which can go with quarterly filing the return. When you refer the quarterly filing the return, a registered person whose aggregate taxable turnover in the preceding financial year does not exceed 5 crores in the current year, they are having the option to choose quarterly filing the return, monthly payment of tax called as QRMP, quarterly return monthly payment. To whom it is applicable on optional basis? Only to those registered persons whose aggregate turnover in the preceding financial year does not exceed 5 crores, namely less than or equal to 5 crores. In that case, those taxpayers in the current year can choose at their own option if they like QRMP, where quarterly return monthly payment concept is there. On the other hand, a particular trader, a manufacturer, or a particular restaurant service provider, or otherwise a service provider other than restaurant service provider, they have option to choose composition scheme where the aggregate turnover, as already understood, does aggregate turnover in the preceding financial year does not exceed 1.5 crore. For few states not exceed 75 lakhs. For a service provider all India basis does not exceed 50 lakhs in the case other than the restaurant service provider. They also has the option to choose composition scheme where that particular composition taxpayer liable to pay the tax on quarterly basis, liable to file the return also on quarterly basis. That means to say that the registered persons who opted the QRMP scheme or who eligible to opt composition scheme and opted the composition scheme, these two type of group of taxpayers are allowed to file the return on quarterly basis. But the major deviation between these two, QRMP opted taxpayer should pay the tax on monthly basis, file the return quarterly, wherein they have to file the return GSTR1 return followed by GSTR 3B return. On the other hand, if you refer, my dear friends, the composition taxpayer allowed to pay the tax on quarterly, file the return also quarterly, where the return is going to be filed is GST CMP 08 is the return they are supposed to be filed on quarterly basis. Now, coming to the QRMP, let us concentrate on the part of the QRMP, quarterly return filing but payment of tax on monthly basis. In that case, my dear friends, if so, how and what is the due date they are going to be file their particular return and how they are going to make the payment, what is the due date of making the payment and what the procedure they have to be followed where a taxpayer opted the QRMP scheme. In this process, I am bringing to a notice, my dear friends, QRMP opted taxpayer who required to file the GSTR1 return on quarterly basis. The due date of filing that return is 13th day of the succeeding month from the end of the relevant tax period, meaning thereby April, May, June for that particular quarter by 13th of July, August, September by 13th of the October, November, December by 13th of the January. For April, May, I mean to say January, February, March, year ending quarter by 13th of April is the way in which GSTR 1 return they are supposed to be filed. At the same time, they are also be liable to file the quarterly GSTR 3B return. The person who opted the QRMP scheme are liable for filing GSTR 3B quarterly. This particular quarterly return Form GSTR 3B supposed to be filed by the taxpayer who opted the QRMP for them where the place of business is located. For few states, they given 22nd of the following month from the end of the relevant tax period, namely from the end of the relevant quarter. With regard to for few states, for administrative convenience purpose, they have given 24th of the following month from the end of the relevant quarter. Then which taxpayers are required to file GSTR 3B by 22nd, or which taxpayer who located in which state are liable for filing the GSTR 3B on 24th of the following month from the end of the quarter, which I am presenting here for your kind consideration. Look here, my dear friends, GSTR 3B liable to be filed by the QRMP opted taxpayer. The due date of filing the GSTR 3B, if your place of business is in the state of Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Goa, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, the Union Territory of Daman and Diu and Dadra Nagar Haveli, Puducherry, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, or the Lakshadweep. If you are locating in this particular states or in this particular Union Territory, you are liable to file the GSTR 3B return by 22nd day of the month succeeding such quarter. If you are rest of the part of India, taxpayers whose principal place of business in the state of Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Uttarakhand, Haryana, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura, Meghalaya, Assam, West Bengal, Jharkhand, or Odisha, the Union Territories of Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, Chandigarh, or Delhi. If you are locating in this particular states or union territories, you are liable to be filed the GSTR 3B return by 24th day of the succeeding month from the end of the relevant quarter. With regard to GSTR 1 is considered, they are liable to be filed the GSTR 1 return quarterly by 13th day of the succeeding month from the end of the relevant quarter. Is the way in which the GST Council has been suggested to file the return by a particular taxpayer who opted QRMP scheme. Now, what QRMP scheme, how it runs, which I am going to present now as follows, my dear friends. When you refer QRMP, quarterly return monthly payment scheme is an optional scheme basically. To whom it is an optional scheme? Only a taxpayer whose aggregate turnover in the preceding financial year less than or equal to 5 crores of rupees, they are only facilitated for opting QRMP, thereby they are liable to file their return on quarterly basis. Further, my dear friends, sir, I have two locations, place of business. One in the state of Maharashtra, Mumbai. Another place of business in the state of Tamil Nadu, Chennai. My name is X Limited. Being X Limited, I have two places of business, Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu. Maharashtra aggregate turnover 2 crore 50 lakhs. Chennai aggregate turnover, Chennai unit aggregate turnover 2.5 crores. My name is X Limited. As X Limited, I have two units, one in Maharashtra, Mumbai, other one is in Tamil Nadu, Chennai. Both the units owned by X Limited having one PAN number, and the turnover of each unit is 2.5 crore. 2.5 crore. In that case, my dear friends, if that is the case, club together on aggregate basis. When you aggregate, all India basis aggregate. I aggregated, sir, 5 crores. That 5 crores not exceeded exactly 5 crores in the previous year. If that is the case, in the current year, this particular X Limited can choose QRMP scheme. Yes, can choose QRMP scheme. There, X Limited asking, hey, Mr. Tax practitioner, please guide me. I have two units and aggregate turnover in the previous year not exceeded 5 crore, exactly 5 crore. In the current year, I am eligible for QRMP scheme. Yes, I want to go for QRMP scheme, but for Mumbai unit, I want to go for QRMP scheme. For Chennai unit, I want to go for regular scheme, normal scheme, monthly payment, monthly filing return. Only for the Maharashtra, Mumbai unit only I want to go with quarterly filing return, monthly payment concept, QRMP. Is it possible? The law of the land here says, well possible. A QRMP scheme, state-wise scheme. X Limited, Mumbai unit can opt for QRMP. Yes. Same X Limited, Chennai unit can go for opting out QRMP. That means monthly payment, monthly filing return. Yes, allowed. Well allowed. No problem. Aggregate turnover, aggregate all India basis, PAN based turnover. State wise, you can choose whether you want QRMP or you wanted to go with the normal, namely monthly filing, monthly payment. That means opt in, opt out is left to you. Mumbai unit, QRMP opt in, go with that. Chennai unit of X Limited, QRMP opt out, very good, go with the other than the QRMP, namely monthly filing, monthly payment is allowed. Further, my dear sir, here we have furthermore points, important point to note. Sir, you said a person who opted QRMP scheme, X Limited, Mumbai unit opted QRMP. Very good. If opted QRMP, then Mumbai unit filing the return quarterly. Good, quarterly. GST 1 quarterly, GST 3B quarterly. Payment of tax monthly. Mumbai unit of X Limited, you are eligible to opt QRMP. Very good, you opted, but ensure that to make the payment monthly, the tax should be paid monthly. What is the due date to pay the tax on monthly basis? In a particular quarter, let us say April, May, June, one quarter, first quarter of the financial year. Now, you opted QRMP in that particular quarter. Very good. For the month of April, tax you have to pay by 25th of May. For the month of May, tax you have to pay by 25th of June. When we enter into the June month, which is quarter end month, for that April, May, June together, you are going to be file GSTR 3B return in the subsequent month from the end of the 11th quarter. That is GSTR 3B return, which is 22nd of July, if not 24th of the July, where you located? See, sir, I am locating here in the state of Maharashtra. If you are located in the state of Maharashtra, here in which place you are going to be fall this particular 22nd or 24th? See here, Maharashtra means Mumbai, Maharashtra state. If so, 22nd day of the month succeeding such quarter, the Mumbai unit of X Limited supposed to file the GST 3B return by 22nd of July. That time you pay the balance amount of tax. That means April month you are going to pay by 25th of May, May month you are going to pay by 25th of June. For the entire quarter, April, May, June, you are going to file the GST 3B return, which is 22nd of the July. By the time you pay the balance amount of tax, what is not paid is the way in which this particular QRMP scheme should pay the tax on a monthly basis. Filing the GST 3B return on quarterly by 22nd of the following month from the end of the relevant quarter is as mentioned on the screen. If you are locating in the following states, namely Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Goa, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Union Territories of Daman and Diu, Dadar Nagar Haveli, Pondicherry, Andaman Nicobar Island, or Lakshadweep, as the case may be. In these particular places, you have place of business. You file the GST 3B by 22nd day of the month succeeding such quarter. Prior to that, ensure that GST 1 return should have been filed. Without filing the GST 1 return, you are not allowed to file the GST 3B return for that particular quarter. So, GST 1 return due date is by 13th of the following month from the end of the relevant quarter. April, May, June, by 13th of July, you have to file the GST 1 return, followed by 22nd of the July, you file the GST 3B return. Now, furthermore referring here, sir, QRMP scheme where GST 1 return going to be filed by the taxpayer on quarterly. GST 1 return, you are aware of that, which is the supplier output tax liability, outward supply of the supplier. Such outward supply of the supplier is shown in the GST 1 return. It is a auto-populating as an input tax credit to the recipient of the goods or services. If so, assume a scenario. Your name is X Limited. You have 2 units. One unit in Mumbai, other unit in Chennai. Mumbai unit opted the QRMP scheme. Very good. Chennai unit not opted the QRMP scheme. Very good. Now, this particular company, assume my name is MRF Limited. MRF Limited purchased the goods from Mumbai unit of X Limited. When purchased? In the month of April 2023. Assume a scenario. The particular MRF Limited procured the goods from X Limited Mumbai unit in the month of April. Mumbai unit going to file the GST 1 return by 13th of July. That means this particular MRF Limited who procured the goods in the month of April, and that MRF Limited filing the return, paying the tax monthly. If so, for MRF Limited, when they can eligible to avail the input tax credit, only the X Limited Mumbai unit file the GST 1 return. When they are going to file the GST 1 return? Quarterly basis by 13th of July. In the month of April, MRF Limited purchase from them, they have to wait to get that credit till July month. That means it is till the June month they have to wait the particular want of credit, because they are filing the July, that quarter, April, May, June quarter by 13th of July. That means the credit is going to populate in the GST 2B of MRF Limited being a buyer That time only he can able to see his credit in the GST 2B. For the month of July, for the month of June, they are going to file the GST 2B return on 13th of July. That time only it is going to populate in the GST 2B credit statement of the buyer. That means buyer has to wait for such a longer period of time. Buyer asking, MRF Limited asking, hey, X Limited, I purchased from Mumbai unit so much of worth of the goods, asking me to wait for availing ITC till filing the GST 1 return by Mumbai unit. Unfair. I'm a monthly paying taxpayer. For the month of April, I purchases, goods came, invoice came, my payment also made, full payment is made. Why should I wait till the end of that quarter for availing the ITC? So why don't you pass the credit same month, the month in which I purchase? For such category of requirement of buyers, the X Limited Mumbai unit who opted QRMP, at their option, they have a facility to furnish that type of invoices in the invoice furnishing facility portal, GST network portal. In that one support is there called as IFF, invoice furnishing facility. Using that menu button, that particular X Limited Mumbai unit can able to upload the invoice which they supplied in the month of April to MRF Limited. As a result, that IFF is outward supply of X Limited Mumbai unit is inward supply and auto populating in the GSTR 2B statement of the MRF Limited in the for the month of April. When I'm going to refer GSTR 2B in the month of May month, by on after 13th May, I will refer my purchases in the GST 2B. I can confirm the credit. That means for the month of April, liability I am going to pay as a monthly filing the return, monthly paying assessee. GSTR 1 return I filed, GSTR 2B statement for the month of April. When I look in the month of May, it is available as a credit. I am going to be paid for the month of April liability in the month of May by filing GSTR 3B by 20th of May month. I can utilize that credit also. So such a facility is granted to QRMP taxpayers at their option. But ensure that, hey, QRMP taxpayer, you are allowed to file on monthly basis invoices in the invoice furnishing facility menu, namely IFF. Per month basis, you can upload the invoices whose total value should not exceed 50 lakhs of rupees. Ensure that should not exceed 50 lakhs of rupees. Then in that case, my dear, you can able to pass the credit on monthly basis to your buyers. The buyer needn't want to wait till you file the GST 1 return for that quarter. Is a facility. Sir, is a compulsion for the QRMP to use IFF? Not so. Optional for a taxpayer who chosen the QRMP scheme for the benefit of his buyers or recipient of services. He can use IFF and to pass the credit on monthly basis. I think you got the clarity, my dear friends. Understand the point what I referred? Invoice furnishing facility. Then what is the time limit within which they have to file the particular invoices in the invoice furnishing facility? For the month of April, supply of invoices, supply of goods, issue the invoices, supply the services, issue the invoices. For the month of April, in the month of May, from 1st of May to 13th of May, time is there to going on upload those invoices of issued in the month of May, in the month of April. Coming to in the month of May, May month you supply the services or goods and issue the invoices. Those invoices you can upload in the IFF portal, namely the menu, by using that IFF facility. In the month of June, from 1st of June to 13th of June, you can upload the invoices which you issued in the month of May. May month supplies you can submit in the month of June IFF from 1st of June through 13th of June is the way in which you can able to pass the credit to the buyers or recipient of your services month basis, but whose value of invoices should not exceed 50 lakhs of value of invoices. Maximum we can use to upload in the IFF invoice furnishing facility on monthly basis. Per month you uploading invoices whose value of invoices should not exceed 50 lakhs of rupees. It is there here. Here it is there. Invoice furnishing facility. What it says? First and second month of a quarter, such a registered person will have invoice furnishing facility to furnish the details of such outward supplies to a registered person as he may consider necessary between the first day of the succeeding month till 13th day of the succeeding month. The said details of outward supply shall, however, not exceeded the value of rupees, not exceed the value of rupees 50 lakhs in each month. Invoice 1, invoice 2, invoice 3, that values on month basis you are uploading in the IFF to pass the credit on monthly basis to the recipients should not exceed 50 lakhs of rupees per month. Now, sir, you said monthly payment, April month, May month, first 2 months of the quarter by 25th of the following month. June month, that is the last quarter, last month of the quarter, June month, you are going to be file entire quarter return GST 3B by 22nd or 24th, as the case may be, by making the payment. So, monthly payment, quarterly file the return. Sir, GST 1 return also require me to file? Yes, yes, you have to file GSTR return also on quarterly, in addition to IFF facility which you have been used. Got the clarity, my dear friends? So come back. Here referring to you by saying that GST 1 return bound to file by QRMP operated person when he is going to file by 13th of the following month from the end of the quarter, taking the April, May, June 1 quarter by 13th of July. Now I got a doubt. Sir, while filing the GSTR 1 return by 13th of July, am I required to file again those invoices which are already uploaded in the IFF invoice furnishing facility? In the month of April, few invoices uploaded, sir. In the month of May, few invoices uploaded, sir, whose values per month basis not exceeded 50 lakhs of rupees, sir. Those invoices again I want to be upload in the GSTR 1 return when I'm going to be filed on 13th of the following month from the end of the quarter. The law of the land here says that no, you should not again upload those invoices which you already uploaded in IFF invoice furnishing facility. You uploaded then those invoices should not again upload in the GSTR1 return while you're going to be filed on quarterly basis. Reason, when you refer GSTR 2B of the recipient, that statement auto drafted capturing the data of suppliers from their respective GSTR1 return followed by their IFF. Supplier, whoever may be uploaded IFF, their output liability, by mentioning the invoice numbers in this respective particular IFF portal, that is auto populating to the recipient GSTR2B. GSTR2B, a static statement of input tax credit, will capture the data not only from supplier GSTR1 return but also supplier's IFF. Therefore, Mr. QRMP taxpayer, you need want to mention again those invoices which already mentioned in the IFF while filing the GSTR1 return. Now please come back. Sir, when you talk about QRMP scheme, who's eligible for QRMP scheme? Whose aggregate turnover in the preceding financial year does not exceed 5 crores, those taxpayers at their option they can go with the particular the QRMP scheme. If so, what is the procedure? Quarterly filing the return, GSTR1 as well as GSTR3B return. At the same time, they are liable to be pay the tax on monthly basis. Now, when they can opt, what is the time period given to the taxpayer whose aggregate turnover not exceeded 5 crores in the preceding financial year eligible to opt QRMP? If so, when they can opt, with particular date, from which date is effective if they opt in a particular day of a quarter, from which period it is effective QRMP? That if you ask, I mentioned here by saying that a particular important area it is RP, registered person, can opt for any quarter from first day of the second month of the preceding quarter to the last day of the first month of the quarter. What do you mean this? How to understand this? QRMP scheme is effective from 1st January 2021, which is introduced. But anyhow, now what do you mean that first day of the second month of the preceding quarter to the last day of the first month of the quarter? Simple, my dear friends. If you refer here, one simple example I am going to present for your kind consideration is as follows. One example I am referring here, effective date of QRMP for a person. See here, you take a financial year. This financial year 23-24. In this financial year, let us say third quarter of that year, nothing but October, November and December is the third quarter of the year. Now, in the third quarter of the financial year 23-24, I want to go for QRMP. In that case, we are which day today? Today we are here October. Today 16th October 2023. What is the duration has been prescribed for opting this particular QRMP scheme? First day of the month in the preceding quarter to last date of the month in the current quarter. meaning thereby, see here, what they mentioned, first day of second month of preceding quarter to last date of the first month of the quarter, means current quarter, meaning thereby, in the given case, your preceding quarter means second quarter of the financial year. In this, there are following months. One is called as July, August, September. So, second month of the preceding quarter means August. So, from 1st August, from 1st August to current month, last day of the first quarter. Last day of the first quarter means what? October. Here they said the 31st of October. That means from 1st August, from 1st August to 31st October. During that period, if I opt QRMP, then QRMP, quarterly return monthly payment, is effective to me with effect from 1st October 2023. That is third quarter in the year 2024. I am QRMP. This is what the meaning. The first day of the second month of the previous quarter to last date of the first month of the current quarter. During that period, anytime I can choose. If I choose on 16th October today, 16th October 2023, I am eligible for QRMP from 1st October. If I choose on 1st of September, also QRMP effective from 1st October. Right from 1st August to 31st of October, during that period, anytime I can choose to go for QRMP from first day of the third quarter in the given example. So I choose it. QRMP I opted. QRMP is optional scheme. QRMP is opted. When I opted on 16th October, but effective from 1st October. Fine. Having that, the law of the land says that you are liable to pay tax monthly basis. Payment of tax under QRMP on monthly basis. Monthly payment of tax. Filing the return? Filing the return quarterly. Quarterly you file the return. But payment of tax on monthly basis. Now, quarterly file the return, GSTR 1 return, GSTR 3B return, which you are aware of that, and I told the due dates also. Now coming to the monthly payment. Monthly payment, when you make the payment for the first 2 months of the quarter, in the month of October, November, December, for that particular quarter, third quarter of the year, first 2 months, October month, I have to pay the tax by 25th of November. November month, tax I am going to pay by 25th of December. For the month of December, that quarter end, I am going to file the return GST 3B by 22nd or 24th of the January from the end of the 11th quarter, which is applicable for me, depends upon my place of business. As you are aware of that. Now the point here is monthly payment due date we understand, sir. Under the monthly payment, QRMP scheme has two methods to make the payment. One is called as fixed sum method. Other one is called as self-assessment method. Sir, what is a fixed sum method? What is a self-assessment method? Very simple, my dear. Fixed sum method, if you opted to make the payment, the amount is auto-populating in GST PMT 06 challan. GST PMT 06 challan. Form GST PMT 06 challan, which is none other than payment challan. Sometimes before also I told you, when you going to file the GST 3B return, the liability should be discharged through electronic cash ledger. If there's a case, you have to be used to bring the money into electronic cash ledger with the help of GST PMT 06. That is the form you are using, debiting your bank account and creating the electronic cash ledger, and utilizing the electronic cash ledger, submit the by payment of GST while file the GST 3B return. So now please come back. In the GST PMT 06 challan, payment challan, the tax to be paid on monthly basis by 25th of the following month for the first 2 months of the quarter will auto-populate. How it is means, sir, what amount is going to be populate as a fixed sum method means you paid the tax in the previous period before opting the QRMP. That means in our given example here, if you refer, just now referred na, a particular, yes, here, from which date effective for you the QRMP scheme? Effective for you the QRMP scheme is with effect from 1st October. So preceding period means September, August, July. So previously have you paid the tax on quarterly basis? Yes, sir. Previously also I am paying the quarterly, sir. Prior to my QRMP opting, I paid the tax on quarterly, sir. Is it so? In that case, what is your gross liability of second quarter of the year? Because in the given case, you opted in the third quarter. So assume a scenario, it is 12 lakh rupees of liability. I am talking about quarterly. You paid previously. If so, how much you paid to electronic cash ledger? So gross liability 12 lakhs, sir, less electronic credit ledger, sir, I have been utilized, sir, which is, let us say, 2 lakhs, sir. Credit has been utilized, sir, and balance I paid net cash to electronic cash ledger liability. Electronic cash ledger, I use and paid 10 lakh rupees of tax, sir. So since you paid on quarterly basis under the fixed sum method, you have to apply 35% of your 10 lakh, which is 3,50,000 on monthly basis. You have to pay. Is auto populating. See here, October, November and December, the third quarter of the year, what we are referring now. In that case, here, this particular, for the month of October, 3,50,000, November, 3,50,000. Due date, October month has to pay in the November month by 25th of November. 25th of November. This November month you have to pay by 25th of December. Anyhow, December liability. December liability, for example, December liability means the liability, actual liability, because December end taken place means the quarter end taken place. For the entire quarter, liability, let us say 8 lakh rupees. Already paid how much? 3,50,000, 3,50,000, 7 lakhs you paid. So leftover is how much for December month? 1 lakh. Out of 8 lakh total liability for the first 2 months. By 25th of the following month, you paid 3,50,000, 3,50,000 is auto populated. So 7 lakhs you paid out of 8 lakhs. Balance leftover only 1 lakh. This 1 lakh you have to pay by filing the GSTR 3B if you are located in the state of Maharashtra, which is 22nd. No, sir, I am locating state capital of India, New Delhi, sir. In that case, it is 24th. as the case may be, which is fixed sum method, where you paying the tax previously on quarter basis, take that quarter paid tax by electronic cash ledger. Electronic cash ledger paid how much? 10 lakhs. Out of that, 35% is a fixed sum method. Fixed sum amount is fixed, which auto populating in the GST PMT 06. This payment is GST PMT 06. Of course, any payment in the given case, especially tax payment, PMT 06 only. Even while filing the GST 3B, this payment of 1 lakh also, this 1 lakh also you have to pay by bringing the amount to electronic cash ledger using PMT 06 payment challan. So debit the bank account of taxpayer, credit the electronic cash ledger. So utilize the electronic cash ledger, submit the GSTR 3B return, because the net liability to pay is 1 lakh in the GST 3B return. So is the way in which fixed sum method works. Sir, no sir, gross liability where in the previous period means I opted the QRMP scheme when from 1st October. So previously I paid on monthly basis, sir. On monthly basis, sir. September month I paid the tax separately, monthly, July month separate, August month separate, quarterly not paid earlier, sir. I am paying tax on monthly basis, sir. Monthly paid tax by me, sir, in the previous period, sir. If you monthly paid the tax in the previous period under the fixed sum method, how much you paid by electronic cash ledger? Sir, electronic cash ledger, the liability came to me here is, let us say, the monthly paying, no? I am monthly paying. So here 4 lakh rupees, sir. Monthly paying is a monthly paying, not quarterly. Is a monthly. I am monthly paying tax, sir, not quarterly, sir. In that case, 4 lakhs monthly. If so, 4 lakhs of for the month of September, previous month means October month I am opting the QRMP. Previous month is my September month. If so, September month paid tax how much? By electronic cash ledger monthly basis. 4 lakhs was the gross liability and 1 lakh was my credit, and the balance I paid in the previous month on monthly basis 3 lakh rupees by electronic cash ledger. If so, here under fixed sum method, 100% of this particular 3 lakh, which is 3 lakh is to be paid on monthly basis. Here instead of 3 lakh 50, it is 3 lakh and it is 3 lakhs. Sir, my gross liability is 8 lakhs, sir. I paid 3 plus 3 by 25th of the following month, 6 lakhs. The balance, sir, 2 lakhs, sir. Filed by filing the GST 3B return. That means fixed sum method is fixed amount auto-populating the GSTR in the GST PMT 06 payment challan. 35% of the tax paid in cash in the preceding quarter or 100% of the tax paid in cash in the last month of the immediately preceding quarter where the return was filed monthly. Where the return filed by me in the previous period monthly. 100% of the immediately previous month tax paid electronic cash ledger is a fixed sum. Sir, quarterly I paid, sir, previously. Then 35% of the tax paid by electronic cash ledger is a fixed sum in the QRMP for the first two months of the quarter. Like that it proceeds. When you talk about self-assessment method to pay the tax on a monthly basis for the first 2 months of the quarter by 25th of the following month by using PMT 06 challan, in that case, self-assessment method is the actual. Sir, which quarter you are talking about? October, November, December, third quarter of the financial year. So, October month, what is your gross liability? October month, my gross liability came here, for example, is 10 lakhs, sir. In the month of October, there is input tax credit. Available, sir. How much? 8 lakhs, sir. 8 lakhs, sir. The balance, how much? Net paid by electronic cash ledger, 2 lakhs, sir. Pay using GST PMT 06 by 25th of the following month. For the month of October, liability to pay by return cash ledger 2 lakhs by 25th of November. November month again. November month when you come into picture, November month, how much your liability, sir? Sir, November month I came to know my liability is 12 lakhs, sir. What is the credit? Credit here, it is only 2 lakhs, sir. The balance how much? 10 lakhs. Pay 10 lakhs for the month of November by 25th of December. On actual basis, self-assessment method. And when you talk about December month, that quarter ends. So for the entire quarter, October, November, December, you are going to file the GST 3B return for the balance amount of tax. As simple as this. The GST 3B return due date may be 22nd or 24th of the January. Depends upon where your place of business is located. Got the clarity, my dear friends? Any doubt in the given case, my dear sir? If you have no doubt, further I am referring, sir, as a taxpayer, X Limited, I have two units, Mumbai unit and Chennai unit. Mumbai unit after the QRMP. Now they are going to pay tax on monthly. October month, they chosen fixed sum method. November month, they want to choose self-assessment method. Allowed, sir? Well allowed. A registered person is free to avail either of the two tax payment methods as stated above in any of the 2 months of the quarter. Any of the 2 months, registered person is free to avail either of the two tax payment method, can avail either of the two payment method, self-assessment method or fixed sum method. Anyone can choose in any of the 2 months of the quarter. Or more crystally to say that in the quarter October, November, December, I chosen fixed sum method. In the quarter, next quarter, January, February, March, I want to go with the self-assessment method. Allowed. Anyhow, you are going to pay the tax. When you are going to pay the tax by 25th of the following month for the 2 months of the quarter, first 2 months of the quarter. And whatever balance not paid, anyhow you have to pay for the year ending, for the quarter ending by filing the GST 3B. That time you have to pay. Even under the fixed sum method, first 2 months you paid, for example, 3.5 lakhs, 3.5 lakhs by 25th of the following month from the end of the renewal month. But 3.5 lakhs, 3.5 lakhs is how much? Only 7 lakh. But you supposed to be pay, for example, 4 lakhs and 4 lakhs. But you paid 3.5, 3.1. You paid? Paid. Before the due date, you paid? Before 25th of May, I paid, sir. Very good. Actually, supposed to be 4 lakh, 4 lakh. But you paid 3.5 lakh, 3.5 lakhs. Therefore, there is shortfall of 1 lakh. Now you pay for the quarter ending December, you are going to be file the return GST 3B return. That time you pay the shortfall. Then no delay payment. Thereby, there won't be any interest liability.